Hi, in this lecture, I'm going to discuss you about C-sharp data types. What is data types and why it is required to declare a data type. Earlier session we have seen identifiers and variables. There we have clearly explained about data types, what type of data we are going to be assigning or allocating to a variable and which is declared as a data type. So now here very clearly we'll see what are the data types and what is its ranges and more describably we'll explain here. See here int it is declared and int my number it's a variable name, it is a 25, it is the value is assigned. So it is an integer, whole number it is assigned. And the next one is double, my double number and a floating point number it is assigned here. And character, my letter and a C it is assigned. Bool, my bool, true or false. And a string, my text it is in a hello and the string which is assigned to this variable. So independently there is a value or which the value is going to be assigning to a particular variable or identifier. Here we are declaring a variable name. So which is a very essential in C# programming language. Otherwise you may declare by declaring this as an var and name of the variable, and you can also assign a particular variable here. Hello. It will be like in C#, it will be treated as string based on this type of data which is we are assigned here. No, so the variable and the name, the string we are adding here, like the name of the variable and the string data we are assigning. So the studio the framework and the compiler will be automatically will be treated as it is in a string. That facility is also available to identifying what type of identifier like a variable which we are passing the value. So now see here data type specific range and variable names and its ranges and specific values are assigned in diagrammatic of table representation. See the data type, size and description. Int it's in a 4 byte size, like 4 bytes of size data only it will be taken. So the stores of whole numbers from the range negative number of this and to a positive number of this. Within this range of numbers only the 4 digits of 4 byte value only it will be assigned. If it is more than that 4 byte, we have to declare it is in a long. The data type is long and the name of the value like data name like variable name and the value we need to assign. It will be taken once the data type is long means 8 bytes of data it will be stored. See here it is declared this much of number. If it is big number means we have to choose for long. And float 4 bytes it's not by default it will be taken for 4 bytes. See here 6 to 7 decimal digits it will be taken. And double 8 bytes it will be data stores and store the factorial fractional numbers sufficient strong of storing information around 15 decimal digits. And the bool 1 bit is either true or false or 0 1 only it will be taken. And char 2 bytes storing single characters letters surrounded by the single quotes. And string 2 bytes per character and store the sequence of characters surrounded by the double quotes. So will be taken how much a string you are going to be given it will be taken. Okay, so see now we'll discuss more about these data types, what is one by one what it is. Let's begin through the start numbers. What is numbers? All you know the numbers, but we should know about in numbers divided into two groups. One is integer and another one is floating point. Integer means as we discussed like positive number or negative number without decimal. A valid type of int and long, which type you should use the depends upon your numeric data type value, how much you are going to be assigning to there. Floating point, type representing the fractional part and containing one or more decimal values here. The valid types of floating point values are float and double. So see here integer type of int, the data type can be stored, this is the range. And an example, see here I am assigning 1 lakh is my number and I'm able to simply you can take a printout. The long, which is in a length of this much of range, it will be supports. This is used when it is a int is not large enough to store the value. Note that you should end with the value with an capital L. At present, see here it is declared as an L. So nowadays it's not required in the latest frameworks. This L is also eliminated. So the number is sufficient. The floating point. This is an example to take an output. This is the floating point type. You should use a floating point number whenever you need a number with a decimal value like 9.99, 20.22, like that. The float. So the float data type stores the fractional number and 3e, the range it is. Note you should be the value, it ends with F, means it's the float point value. So either it can be possible to declare like this, or else you can remove this F also. It's acceptable nowadays, the latest framework. And the double data type also, you will be get like a 19.99 what we have discussed and seen the range. And you may doubt about to use float or double, which is considerable. Yes, I would suggest you that floating point value indicates how many digits the value can have after the decimal point. The precision of the float value will have only 6 or 7 decimal points. So while this like a double variable have a precision of about 15 digits. So therefore it is advisable to use for double. If you know when we are using and dealing with the data values within 6 or 7 digits only, then you will go with the float. And the boolean data type is a keyword bool using, and will declare that bool is a data type, and the variable, and it will be thrown like input as a true or false values only. We are insteading like is code is a fun is a true keyword I am sending into the variable of is fun. When I am verifying this, we'll get as a true. And similarly, if I get is a false. Boolean values are mostly used for conditional testing, which you are whether you are going to be make a move for next or not. Characters. See the single characters with the single quotes like either A, B, C, whatever it. Strings. All you know that string reading or any variable name and some text. You can add over here with the double quotes surrounded, and you will get the output this like hello world, welcome to this program, C# program, Harry systems, this way. I hope you better understand about data types this lecture. If you want, you can go with the one time more, you check with this lecture and you will be known very clear about data types. Thank you for watching this lecture. Thank you.